welcome back to Simply Watching TV. Today we are talking about Sex and the City season 1 episode 10, the baby shower. So let's get right into it. So the scene opens up. We are joined with the girls and they are talking about the god awful baby shower that they have been invited to by an old friend of theirs. So this old friend is Laney, and they kind of give us like the little rundown of like who she was before she became a soon-to-be mother. So Laney was a wild one. She was out there, like, think Samantha, but a few steps further than that. Like, girly used to get crazy, especially at their parties, at her parties, at industry parties. Like, she used to be that girl that was just wild. So it kind of like throws them for like a loop because now she's married and about to have a baby, so that's a completely different life than like what she was living when they knew her. Or I think they've been knowing her since like elementary school. We're gonna get into that too, but they've, you know, like the last time before her getting married and stuff, she was wilding. So they're kind of just having a hard time with it. And then of course, because none of them are mothers or married, they're just already having a hard time with it. So like I said before, Laney got married after she was a wild girl, met this dude, got married, and moved to Connecticut. Again, plot twist, that's not what she was supposed to be doing. And you know, to make this episode more complex, now Carrie is late. I just have an issue with this really quick just because I hate the whole, oh my god, I'm missing my period, there's no confirmation that I'm pregnant, but I'm gonna sit here the whole episode and freak out about what if I'm pregnant. Take a test and let's move on. I'm dead at the all black witches from East Point outfits, matching sunglasses, like this is a funeral look, go into the baby shower. The only one that is excited about this baby shower, by the way, is Charlotte. Like, of course, naturally, she's the one that's like head over heels about marriage, head over heels about having a baby. So she's the only one excited, but they all collectively decide to wear black with the sunglasses. I think that is an important note. So they all go down to Connecticut for the baby shower. I think like everybody gets her like a real basic gift. Carrie didn't even remember to get her a gift. And then Charlotte comes with this big old basket. I forget what they call it, but it was like a really big, like you know how people, when you go to baby, or when people are having babies, they like this new high-tech like stroller, like baby carrier is like always like what everybody wants. It was something like that. It was like a baby carrier or something, and it was called something, and Charlotte gets it for her, stuffs it full of, wraps it in plastic. Like, it was a whole bunch. You guys see it on the thumbnail. Ugh. And they walk into the house, and there goes Laney. Still crazy Laney from before, but mother to be, right? And her whole like group of new friends are in there now that she's like this lady that lives behind a white picket fence with 2.5 kids. The half is on the way, and the dog and the husband, and having this like picture perfect life. Laney's friends look so judgmental. Like, as soon as you open the door, they're all sitting there in their like floral print matching two pieces, and you know, drinking water. And they, I guess, you know, Carrie and them took forever to get there, because they're all standing there at the door thinking, oh, we didn't think you were gonna make it. Girl, it is Connecticut. How far is Connecticut from New York? Anybody from New York that watches my video, how far is Connecticut from New York? Just want to know, because people in New York be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just go to Jersey real quick. I know those two states are close, but it's just like everywhere. Oh yeah, I'm gonna just go to so and so really quick. Like, Connecticut? How long was that drive? So there's that. Miranda and Laney have this like beef rivalry type of thing. They always try to one up each other. So Miranda is convinced that like, I'm gonna rub it in her face that I can still drink and I can still do what I want to do. And she's pregnant and she's sitting here and she can't do what she wants to do. And we know it's what she wants to do because it was what she once did back in the day. So they're at this baby shower, and I'm telling you, the only one that is having a good time is Charlotte. Charlotte, take that raggedy bow off your head. Like, you look crazy. Like, she is fully like immersed herself into the baby shower theme, and like all these women running around the house just like goo goo gaga over these clothes. The rest of Miranda, Carrie, Samantha, they cannot wait to leave. Like, this is like the most annoying party that they've ever been to, right? So they stay well into the end, and Charlotte, excuse me, is helping Laney kind of like wrap like her stuff up and like all of her gifts and stuff like that. And it's with one of Laney's like other friends. And so they're sitting there having a conversation, and the name that Laney is going to use to name her baby comes out, and she's like, oh yeah, so and so for Shayla. And so Charlotte is like, who, what, you want to run that by me again? And they're all looking at her like, what is wrong with you? And the friend is like, because Charlotte's like, that's my name. And the friend is like, I thought your name was Charlotte. And she's like, no, not my name, but that's my name that I wanted to use and name for my baby. And of course, Laney is sitting there acting like she didn't know. Like she looking at Charlotte like Charlotte is like, what are you talking about? Girl, you knew. You remembered. Talking about, no, I don't remember. My husband heard it from some... Shayla. He heard Shayla from somewhere, and then y'all just took it and ran with it. Get real, girl. Especially, that's... What are the odds that your husband randomly hears the same name that your best friend from, like, elementary school told you that she wants to use to name her child? What are the odds of that, Laney? Like, get real, right? So, of course, the other friend doesn't believe Charlotte. Like, she's just thinking she's this crazy person. But it's like, no, she remembers. And the look on her face was just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Girl, this is why you don't tell people your baby names. To this day, this is why you don't tell people if you must tell them a name, give them a decoy name. Give them a name that you don't even like. Because it has happened before. People do it all the time. Some people are not as creative. Some people really can't think outside of like the typical baby names. And then they hear your wonderful, unique idea and they're like, oh my God, that does sound nice. I'm going to use it for my child. Cute, but you don't know what's happening in here. So keep it up there. You don't need to tell people your baby names. If all else fails, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm tied up with so many names. Whole time you have a whole name in your head. The first, middle, and last, if you want to be creative with that too. But just don't tell people your baby names, because then they'll turn around and they'll pull a Laney, and then you'll be mad because they're having a baby before you. And of course, it's going to look like you copied her, because they're too close of friends for Charlotte to turn around and name her daughter Shayla. But it's like, you stole that from me. Oh no. That's crazy. So Samantha comes in because she hears the commotion and she's like, what's going on? And Charlotte tells her, like, she stole my baby name. And Charlotte absolutely gets it. Like, she's like, oh. And she's like, we're out of here. She absolutely gets it. You know why? Because real friends know. Like, don't do that. That's really whack. If you was just some random girl on the street and we didn't hang out like that, still whack, but whatever. But we're friends. And you know, everybody else remembers my baby name, except for you. You just coincidentally didn't remember, and then you name your baby my baby name. Lies and deceit. So then they leave the baby shower, and then they go back home. But they stop at a bar first because they just really want to drink away the rest of the day. Like, this baby shower has drained them. Overwhelming, disgusting. Like, honestly, even Charlotte was having a good time, but then left feeling crappy because even she was disappointed. So while Charlotte's in the bathroom, Carrie was like, this is a great time to tell them that I am late. Again, we spending a lot of time talking about what ifs, and you haven't even taken a test yet. So, like, why? Like, I can't stand that. You doing all this, stressing yourself out, prolonging your period even more, because now you're stressing, and you haven't even taken a test, so you don't even know if you're pregnant. And you talking about, what if? Am I going to be a good mom? What if I do this? What if I do that? So then, of course, Miranda asks her if she's going to tell Big. And I'm like, oh, no, please do not. Please. I beg of you, do not. I've seen this episode before, but when I rewatched it for this, I was sitting there the whole time like, please do not call Big. Please do not call Big. I don't remember you calling Big, but please do not call that man, because there's no reason to. Charlotte comes back from the bathroom and they're just like, we're not telling her. And thank God, because Charlotte would have went out and bought her a stroller if she told her she was late. Now Laney having FOMO. She hears about Samantha having a party and she loses her bananas, takes a cab all the way from Connecticut to Manhattan. Oh yeah, she had bad FOMO. Not only did Laney was trying to reminisce on the phone about what once was, but she pulled up to Samantha's party. Now, one, you know what type of party Samantha be throwing. So not only is this not a baby shower, but it's a thank God it's not a baby shower party. Why are you here? Why are you here? Nobody invited you. So she shows up and everybody's looking like, who is this? Especially the girls. They're like, well, they obviously know who she is, but they're like, what is she doing here, right? So Laney is ready to party. Like, she's like, yeah, let's do this. She even wants a drink. And I'm like, girl, no, are you kidding? You're pregnant. So she like loses her mind. She starts embarrassing herself. She tries to show her boobies. What? So one of the guys is in the crowd like, yeah, no, I'll take a look. And she like tries to show them. But you know what? I didn't see exactly what happened. Did she like, something happened. Something, like, she literally pulled up her shirt. Something happened. And she got so embarrassed. And let me tell you, everybody else feels so bad for her except for Samantha. Samantha and this rivalry is gonna like, she is loving the fact that Laney is embarrassing herself and looking a fool at this party. And I mean, honestly, low-key, rightfully so, because you was trying to be judgmental about us and calling us sad. She called Samantha sad at her baby shower. And she's still bar hopping from bed to bed. How sad. Wasn't that just you a week ago? Yeah, and now the real truth comes out. You are having bad FOMO and you want to go back to that life because you're scared to enjoy your new life. Again, how far is New York from Connecticut? I need to know because there's so much back and forth. I really need to know. I need Carrie to shut up and take the test. Stop walking by kid playgrounds. Stop walking down the nursery and the baby wipe and the baby shampoo aisle of CVS. Take the test. You still haven't taken a test. You went down, you dragged Miranda down there to have this conversation with you, this what if again conversation with you, to buy a pregnancy test just for you to not take it. Take the test. See, I told you she wasn't pregnant. I told you she wasn't pregnant and didn't even need to take the test. Flo came right on through and said, I'm here. I'm a little fashionably late for the plot. Flo came and was like, I'm here, boo. I'm here. You're not going to be a mother. I'm here. It is what it is. So thank God she didn't call big. I think that was like the best thing that happened this episode is the fact that she did not call him and worry his nerves about something that was not even going to happen anyway. Ugh, because y'all be doing that. Y'all be, I'm late, I'm missing my period. Okay, just give it a little second. Or better yet, take the test. The test can tell you everything. But y'all don't be wanting to take the test. Y'all be late on y'all period. Y'all threw up coincidentally after a night of drinking and now all of a sudden we're pregnant. Like, wait a minute. Stop. I know for the plot it'll make it a little interesting, but can we just take the test and stop worrying everybody's nerves? Thank you.